When Chazak asked me to say a few Milei de Hesped for the very great Rav Avigdor Miller ben Yisrael HaKoyen, Zechet Tzadik L'Bracha Zchus Yagen Aleinu, is indeed a privilege, because every word that we say about this great man is a lesson for the ages. Just like Esther said, Kasvuni L'Doros, write me for all generations. She knew that the lessons of the Megillah were for all generations. So too, Rav Miller's words, his actions, his teachings are for all ages. We see the proliferation of his works, pamphlets in almost every shul, books with Q&As, Hebrew and English books of his philosophy. When I think of Rav Miller, I think of the pasuk from Shlomo HaMelech, Soif davar hakol nishma, es alikim yira, ves mitzvaysav shmor ki zeh kol ha'adam. At the end, when everything is tabulated, and all the different possibilities of life are examined, fear God and keep his mitzvahs, for that is the whole man. And the Gemara tells us, the whole world was created for such a man. This pasuk describes Rav Miller perfectly. As Elikim Yirah, as he would say, Yirah is from the root of Re'eh. See God. See God in everything that you do. And keep his mitzvahs. That's who he was. He taught us first and foremost that our job in this life is to be aware of Hashem. As the pasuk says, Moshe Rabbeinu told us, Ma Hashem alikecha shoya ma'imach ki im liyira. What does he ask from you but that you should see him? And he taught us how to see Hashem from a seed. Take a dead, brittle seed, put it in the ground. It's not like a battery. Whether you put it in one way or another way, the plant comes up, the roots go down. From one seed, this one little lifeless seed, comes a tree with fruits, with thousands of seeds for many, many, many years. It's stupendous. Wherever you go, you see Morabu Ma'asecha Hashem Kulam B'Chochma Asisa. Wherever you see that everything is invested with wisdom. He used to challenge us when you were in school and they taught you, nature did this, nature did that. He said either nature is accident or nature is Hashem. He said they didn't want to acknowledge God, so they created a word nature, but that's Hashem. And the plan and purpose cries out to Hashem. The intricacies of the human eye, the complexity of the equilibrium in the inner ear, the incredible brilliance of every creature being prepared for what they need in order to survive in the place that they were in, even matching the skin color, matching the fauna around them for camouflage. I mean, Rav Miller challenged us. See Hashem wherever you look. He was the ultimate Yorei Shemayim. Hein Yiras Hashem hi Chachma. Reish is Chachma Yiras Hashem. Rav Miller taught us by example. To hear him speak about tzaddikim. To hear him say about Rav Moshe Feinstein, I love that man. How he ran away from any type of divisiveness. He was asked a question about the Lubavitcher Rebbe and Rav Shach, He said Lubavitcher Rebbe was a great man and had great followers, and Rav Shach was a great man and had great followers, and if you hear anything, you should stay away from it. He taught us that the Rebbeinu Shalom loves Shalom. Oh, did he teach us? He said you don't have to be a great philosopher to know that the other religions are not true. In his Sefer Awake My Glory, he has a chapter, Parallels, where he said, you don't have to study Catholicism and Christianity to know what it is. All you have to look at the blood libel. He said there are churches till now studied across the European continent, like a big church named after Saint Bartholomew. Saint Bartholomew was allegedly a child killed by the Jews, and they still go to that church. They still have midnight masses. Big church that holds 1,000 people. Another church, Saint Theodos. You think about what they did in the name of the cross by the Crusaders. They raped and pillaged and killed. He said all you have to see is those things, and you know that the whole thing is false. And he said the same thing is true with the other religions. Oh, how he taught us that we should prepare for the next world. He was always talking that he was getting ready for the final Bechina. At the end of his life, he was reviewing a difficult section of Ketzais that he would tell over to Hashem when Hashem would give him a faher in the next world. By him, the next world was such a reality. His diligence, his use of every moment, that in Yiddishkeit, we cherish our moments, we cherish our minutes, right? Even by his own children's weddings, he would leave early and he would tell them, I have guests. And they would say, well, Tati, everybody that's important is here. He says, no, I got to go. Abaye and Rav are waiting for me. Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish are waiting for me. Ravina and Rav Ashi are waiting for me. He would teach us that we should do everything meaningfully. That's what he wanted from us. He didn't want us just to have cholent and chicken soup on Shabbos. He wanted us to eat to celebrate that the world wasn't always here. It didn't come about from a big bang. It didn't evolve over millions of years. Hashem made it in 6 days and rested on the 7th day, and that's what we celebrate Shabbos. He said Shabbos is one of the greatest of the Eidos, of the testimonials. He said Eidos is the same letters as Deus, because Eidos gives us knowledge. So he would say, use the knowledge. Use the yarmulke, Yorei Malka, to realize that there's a king that on top of you that you are afraid of and that you fear. Utilize the tzitzis, put the tefillin, and bind your heart and your mind to Hashem. He would tell us, and how he would tell us to not waste our davening. He would tell us that you want to make your davening worthwhile. Before every davening, think about something to say thank you in Modim since the last davening. He said it doesn't have to be a big thing. You found a quarter for the meter? You found a parking spot in Borough Park? It could be a big thing. In the morning when you say Modim, you could say you had a very pleasant night with your spouse. There were no fighting. Not many people can say that. Had a pleasant night. Say Modim. Everything's working in your body. Say Modim. On how he would teach us to pray in anticipation. He would say that the friends of Eve asked him when he had trouble, Hayaroch shuacho sheloi batzar? Did you arrange your prayers before you had trouble? So he would tell us, although nobody thinks to do this. But pray, pray not to get sick. He says, Karov Hashem l'chol karov l'chol asher yikra'u ve'emes. Hashem is close to those that call in truth, not in need. Of course, if you're in need, you could call, Hashem listens. But the best thing is to pray before you need. Please, Hashem, help me not get sick. Please, Hashem, help me not be depressed. Please, Hashem, help my mind and the mind of my loved ones always work. Personally, I have so much gratitude to Rav Miller, who opened my eyes to learning, to living my life, thinking about Hashem. Like he said, it says, "As Hashem alikecha tira." Whenever you are faced with a decision, and you say, "Would Hashem want me to do this or not?" You're fulfilling the mitzvah saseh of "Es Hashem alikecha tira." May he go from shar to shar in Gan Eden. May he be a melech yosher for the entire world that he benefited. And may we see soon the Tchias HaMeisim and the Bias Gel Tzedek b'mheira v'yameinu.